where we talk with interesting, dynamic, funny, professional, and enthusiastic healthcare professionals from across the country and across the globe, talking about everything from how they got started to what they're up to help you as a practitioner or you as the client to help elevate your business or elevate your life. My name, of course, is Roach, and I've been practicing massage therapy for a really, really long time. You don't see my gray hair, but it's there. So I wanted to also welcome my special guests, and I feel so privileged to have both of them because both of them I severely respect. I say severely, I did that intentionally. I respect. I read up on Ashley Urquhart, who is a healthcare practitioner out of Apex, North Carolina, but she's going to tell you a little bit more about who she is and what she's been up to over the last couple of years, and she has a special surprise towards the end. My next guest, of course, is Terrence Bonner. He is out of Mississippi, well-respected, internationally recognized educator, author, massage therapist, coach, and a whole bunch of other stuff we're going to get started so real soon. So welcome to you. If you have any questions, I want you to put it in the chat box, and we'll see if we can answer it as soon as humanly possible. So welcome, everybody, and welcome, Ashley and Terrence.
Hey. Oh, thank you for having me, Nikkei. Thank you, Terrence, for being here. You are an inspiration, both of y'all. But Terrence, you make me dizzy because you in Las Vegas, you in Mississippi, you teaching, you writing books, you're an esthetician, you everything. So I want to be like you when I grow up. So my name is Ashley Urquhart. I've been a massage therapist for 12 years. I actually quit my everyday job because I figured that I should invest in massage therapists and wellness professionals to keep going, to be motivated. And I started a brand where we can grant awards to wellness professionals in different states. So I want to have people connect, network, have fun with each other, learn from each other. And that's why I started this. And also I am a massage educator where I teach TMJ massage. Is where I go intraorally into the mouth and release some trigger points and facial pain and stuff like that. So I'm just excited to be here.
Well, thank you very much, Ashley. I did not know all that stuff about you. And I'm going to ask you some questions because you just set yourself up for a really complex question. You know I got to do that. So, Terrence, I want to know who you are, where you are today, because as Ashley said, you're all over the place. And that's as a health practitioner, as an educator, as an author, as a speaker. I mean, I can go down the list. So let's let you tell and actually tell us your superpower.
Thank you so much for having me, Nikkei, and thank you so much, Ashley, as well. I am super excited to be here with you two. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing to be amongst like minds. So again, I'm grateful to be here. I've been in the industry for 10 years, licensed massage therapist and esthetician, massage therapy instructor, continuing education provider, and recently I went back to school to become an esthetician instructor as well. So my goal is to help others. Of course, I began with that, becoming a massage therapist, helping my clients, but now I want to give back to our community, to other health and wellness professionals alike, which my book came about because of that. Just over the years, people inboxing me or just asking me questions, how did you do this? How did you do that? And so I said, you know what, I need to write a book. And I wanted to do it for a couple of years. And so when COVID happened, it was the perfect time. Mm-hmm. And so I began to, I wrote the book recently released. And it's been amazing. It has helped so many people out there, not just our industry. It is a business guidebook. So it, again, is targeted to our profession, but any type of business owner, is great for. And so that is just my purpose. I also birthed the Bonner Institute. So under that umbrella, was birthed the book, as well as continuing education classes for other professionals as well. So again, I'm just super excited to be here with you all.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad both of you are here. I'm like, yikes. Okay, yeah, we got some big dogs up in here. I mean, it's like, whoop, whoop. Okay. Question, and I want to ask, since we're gonna go reverse a little. No, actually, we're gonna go this way. And I think we've already talked about this. Why did you actually become a massage therapist? That's number one. And I'm gonna ask the second one, which throw you off. What annoys you about being a massage therapist?
Most people quit their jobs if they hear my
you don't want to know. They want to know for real, girl, for real. So.
Let me stop. I mean, I started when I was 18 years old, and I was massaging people in high school and charging them a little bit of money here and there. And my mom just kind of said, "Hey, you should just go into massage." And I was like, "Oh, well, I didn't know you could do that, as a career." And I liked it. I met with a lot of people. I learned a lot about myself, and I built confidence, getting massages too. And what annoys me, there's several things. A lot of people are going to be seeing this. So I would say when people don't relax, it hurts me, and it's hard for people to relax, and kind of turn off their mind. We live in noise all the time, so it's just people need to breathe, and we need to kind of talk to people, say it's okay, you're in a safe place.
You're safe. You're not. We're professionals. We're gonna take care of you. You're in my temple. We're good. I love that. Terrence, you're on the hot mic. Go ahead. Why did you do that? And what annoys you about being a massage therapist? We'll talk about your esthetician component, but I want to talk about your massage component first.
Okay. So I became a massage therapist because it was definitely a calling. I was in high school, and we had a recruiter from a school come, and she began to write on the board the different, programs that they had, and massage therapy was at the time one of the highest paid that was on the board. And I was like, oh, I think I want to do massage. So that was my first intro of like massage. I never had a massage before at the time.
What? What? Shame on you. What's wrong with you?
I was in high school. I didn't have a massage until I was 18.
I had a massage when I was like a baby. It's called my mom.
A professional massage, should I say?
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I think I want to do this. But that was just the push of like going into that direction. And, the story is that it took me 3 tries and 6 years to finally do it. So that was the God saying, this is what you're supposed to do. So that was just like the inkling of, let me begin to research this. Let me begin to, see what this is about. And from there, again, it took me 6 years after that to finally do it in 3 tries. And so I just say it was my calling because I kept trying and kept trying and kept trying until I finally did it. And here I am today. Yes. So the thing that annoys me, oh gosh.
Real. Remember, you're talking to your fellow professional.
Yes, I think the thing that annoys me is when clients really don't take it serious. They will come in and say day after day, well, I just don't have time. But you're hurting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just don't have time. So, I'm looking at their hair. I'm looking at their nails. I'm looking at, we may be friends on social media. I'm just like, you're here, you're there, you're taking trips, you're doing this, but you're hurting.
Right.
So I think that's the thing that annoys me. I'm just like, you have to take time for yourself. And I'm sure, the viewers will agree and say the same thing. You just have the clients that come in and it's like, well, I just don't have the time. I just don't have the time. So
are women saying this?
Oh, yes.
I mean, because sometimes, okay, I can be honest with you. Sometimes I'm like, I just don't have the time, but I get why we need to take care of ourselves, because as a mother of two young children and doing all these projects and working and you do need to take time for yourself, because you will burn yourself out. And trust me, people need to start taking care of their bodies internally, and people need touch. You know, and when we were in COVID and we were quarantined and everybody's like in their little bubble, like, I need to see people. I just need to, touch somebody. And after that, it's just like, you know what? I just need a massage. I just need somebody to talk to or whatever. So, yeah, it's very important to have that.
I agree. I mean, I agree with both of you. And just to, not too far from my house, and I think I posted this one day, it's one of the most peaceful places where people have an enormous amount of time. It is so relaxing. No one ever complains. There's never any traffic or anything like that. And these people have an enormous amount of time. And you and I, we have time, but they have a lot of time. It's called the graveyard. Okay. Now, if you don't take time, you may go there as a permanent resident a little sooner than you want to. Okay. Mm-hmm. So take the time to take it. So I'm totally with. Okay. So now I'm gonna throw some at you because both of you are educators, which is awesome. That I get not only professional practitioners but also get educators who now take your craft, which you've learned from your mentors and your teachers, and said, okay, well, there was something missing in the industry. Why did you go specifically into an intraoral massage as opposed to external TMJ, conditions? Because, a lot of people say, oh, yeah, just work this. And then when you got to go internal, there are some things. Why did you go in a space where a lot of times only dentists go in?
So right after massage school, I took my first CE course, and it was in the intraoral class. And I was like, oh, this is very interesting, and my dad is a dentist. So it's just like, I just caught on.
That explains a lot of the teeth. You can't throw a cavity, can you?
Yeah. So it's just like, I was just used to being in the dentist's office and actually taking x-rays and stuff like that when I was young. And so I just kind of caught on to that. And a lot of people, they're talking all the time, they're eating, and we're overworking our jaw and stressing and abusing the jaw joint. And so when I took that class, I was like, a lot of people are not doing this. Let me do it. So it was very interesting. And a lot of motivational speakers or, singers, whoever, like celebrities, they need this stuff and they don't get it. So I'm reaching out to them.
Excellent.
Hit me up.
Hit me up.
Yeah.
Urquhart.com. Okay. Yeah. So, Terrence, same for you. As a practitioner, why did you decide to become an instructor? I mean, as opposed to just say, hey, you know what? I'm just going to receive. I'm not going to give. I'm going to just receive. Why did you become an instructor?
Well, because I am from Mississippi, and we had very.
Hold on. You gotta qualify that, because I'm waiting for you to say because you just put me down as a North Carolinian. Okay, I'm gonna go let you.
I know we in North Carolina, like.
I'm like, yo, so what you trying to say? Okay.
So here in Mississippi, 10 years ago, almost 11 years ago, looking for classes, it was very few. And it was kind of the same thing over and over and over. So I was always adventurous as far as traveling and all of that. So I would travel, took classes here, but I seemed to, everything that I wanted to take was never here. And so many other people wanted to take things from out of state, but, family, kids, just life, they couldn't do it. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to go and take those things that I feel that's true and dear to me. And I'm going to go learn it, perfect it, use it on my clients, and then come back and teach that to the other therapists that are here that can't travel the way I can. One of those things is Thai reflexology, which I've traveled to Thailand twice to learn there. Oh, and wow. So I brought it back because there was something different. It wasn't just reflexology, it was Thai reflexology. And one of the things about the Thai reflexology, you use the Thai stick. So instead of using our thumb for the reflex points, we use the Thai stick. So of course it's saving our thumbs. Of course, a lot of therapists deal with thumb blowout and just using your thumb so much. And so I said, this is a great way to save the thumb. Let me go learn this. I love the culture. I'm ready to go back now. But
where do you want to go?
I know, right? Let's book.
Back to Thailand. Yes, I'm ready. So, there's those are the things I saw, and I saw a need. I was like, it's just the same thing over and over and over and over. So let me give some type of kind of relief for other people that want to go maybe take this particular class and they can't leave out of the state to go get it. So I did that to bring it back for the people, in Mississippi. So that's why I said me being from Mississippi. That's why
I'm in awe of both of you because of the path that you've chosen. You've chosen something that is way off the beaten path. Thai reflexology. I did not study Thai reflexology. I studied, regular Thai massage when I went to Thailand. So I'm in awe of you. And then, actually, since I've talked with you, I'm like, okay, it's like amazing that you two have actually picked a profession that is so niche. It's not, okay, Swedish massage, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do this. The stuff that you learn basic massage school, it's okay, I got the foundation for massage, but I'm about to uptick this sucker. I'm about to take it to a different level. And then you niched it down to a very specific, and that's beautiful, especially not only being, a massage therapist, but also business owners, because, the niches is where the riches are. I'm sorry, it is what it is.
Crazy.
I'm sorry. Okay, so going back to you, Ashley. Now, I know you've traveled, around, from Philadelphia to Texas, and now in the beautiful, large city of Apex, North Carolina, which is huge. I mean, it's like so large. It's like, oh my God, high towers and everything. That's what Apex is.
Oh my God.
The question I'm going to ask you is, what the heck are you doing in Apex?
Oh my gosh. Long story. I don't know if you want to hear all of it, but
well, give us the
honestly, I'm gonna just say it's God. You just never know where you're gonna go, and God will just move you. And so I'm here, and that's the only way I can explain it.
It's like
I'm here.
I'm here. God put me here, and I am prospering where I'm planted.
Yes. I mean, I don't have any family here. I mean, I have like one cousin, but I don't see anyone. I don't, and it's very hard to, I don't know. I would say I'm trying to network as much as possible, especially in my field. And so that's why I chose the path to connect with wellness providers, because it's hard being by yourself, and a lot of people need some type of connection. And so that's why I'm like the advocate to do this. So everybody needs that.
And I am actually looking forward to hearing a little bit more about the project that you're working on now. And it's been evolving. It started out as an idea, it's given to you, the creator put it in your head and said, you're going to do this. And we're going to work out the details down the road. Keep it moving. Just get it out the damn door. I'm sorry. I wouldn't use a 4-letter word. I know. I'm sorry. Okay, that's an okay one, I hope. Karen, it is your turn. Tell us that.
What was the question again? I'm so sorry.
I was teasing. I was just messing with you. Okay, now you're originally from Mississippi? Like you were born and raised and everything in Mississippi. Now you've traveled, obviously, to Thailand. You've been to Vegas. You've tried, because I'm listening to your bio and I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, he's been a lot of different places. Why does coming back to Mississippi, to your roots, make sense as opposed to, say, moving to, California or Oregon or Florida or, Houston or even, some of these cities where you have, or even Asheville, North Carolina, where if you throw a rock, you bound to hit a massage therapist within 50 yards. I mean, seriously, there's way too many massage therapists in Nashville. So why does your home, your roots bring you back as opposed to, going all over the world and teaching at a major university or something like that?
Well, because after my mom passed, when she passed, I was going to leave because I felt, just empty and, just wanted to get away. But I really, just sat down, I really prayed and really thought about it. I said, what I want to offer here is not being offered. And so I went forth, opened my business, and, it's been amazing. Of course, it hasn't been always easy, but I'm glad I stayed. And, I've done a lot since then. It's been, 6 years. And so that's why I stayed, because I knew what I wanted to offer wasn't here. And why not me, offer it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I'm totally, I feel the whole amen coming on all through both of you. I mean, it's like an amen. I'm hearing amen, all left and right. Okay, it's not Sunday, so we're going to keep it, so everybody else won't get freaked out before, we get, a mass choir rocket up in this joint. So never mind. Okay, so the follow-up is now, Ashley, you've evolved from an educator, first a massage therapist, business owner, small business owner, and then going into education. And then now you're more giving massage therapists a platform to feel appreciated. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so I grant awards to wellness providers. At first, it was just massage therapists, but I had the idea of just bringing everybody on because I don't want to limit, the brand. A lot of people are giving themselves to their clients, and who's really taking care of us, and so when we are awarded, it boosts our drive. It enhances what we do. It gives us confidence. And a lot of people are feeling burnt out, work, and not being connected and not learning from others to help us along the way. And like far as me, when I came out of massage school, I worked, I was getting a paycheck, but I wasn't connected to the massage community. And that's why I want to reach people who are just down like this all the time and just say, hey, you know what? You can, connect with blah, 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 or from a different profession, like a physical therapist or a chiropractor. You could work work with them, esthetician, you can be a business owner. For me, I was just working in the industry nonstop, especially in the franchise world. So I was just getting my paycheck because, that's what I did. And a lot of people are suffering out there. And I want to make sure that I see who you are. I know what you're doing, and you're doing a really good job. And a lot of people go to different careers because they're like, oh, this is just not for me. It is for you. It's just, you just need that boost. So.
And I'm glad you provided that platform, because I think a lot of times as practitioners, like you said, we're often go. We're there, our body's there, but you sort of lose the amazing gift that you have. Because
right.
Man, I'm down in the trenches here. I'm making money to pay my bills, but whoa, is this really what I signed up for?
Right.
Exactly. Stuff like that. All right. Thank you for both of you for being transparent, because, a lot of times we want to kind of hide that side a little and say, no, we're not going to talk about that because that's just uncomfortable or whatever. But we are real here. Just want to make sure. Terrence, same for you. So you started massage, then became an educator, and now you said that you're going back to school into a profession that complements massage therapy, because you're also a business owner of a spa, in the Mississippi area. Tell us why you decided to add that as another feather in your cap as an esthetician. So let me rephrase that. Esthetician instructor. I'm sorry.
Well, I'll begin with, becoming an esthetician. And mainly is because it complemented massage so much, and because I always was in a spa setting, and so you have clients come in to do massage, and then they would get a facial. So I would do their massage first, and they would always ask, "So you gonna do my facial too?" And the answer was always no. And so it just trickled in my mind again. It's like I should really just add this, and so I did, and the years has went by, and I see that. There's a need for diversity in aesthetics as well as instructor as well. So I just felt like it was time to go back and do it. And again, it's all about helping the next one to be successful. So that's why I added it, or am adding it.
Yeah.
Awesomeness. So I'm going to follow that up, Terrence, with why would anybody need to go see an esthetician? I know it's your passion, it's what you've learned, and it's what you see as a need. But why would somebody need to go in to see your place in Mississippi or somewhere in California? Why do they need? Notice I use the word need as opposed to should. Why do they need to come see an esthetician?
So everyone needs to see an esthetician because we all have what? Skin. Skin is the largest organ of the body. So a lot of people deal with problematic skin. Even if you don't, everyone needs a great regimen to use every single day to keep their skin youthful, glowing, maintain what you have. But so many people deal with problematic skin. And going to see a professional esthetician who is licensed can help them along their journey to correct, what's going on and get them on a path of loving themselves, because so many people, don't like their skin because of this and because of that, and so they have confidence issues or self-esteem issues. So, coming to an esthetician, we can analyze the skin, see what's going on. It may be dehydrated, it may be dry, it may be combination. You may be dealing with age spots. You may be dealing with acne, hyperpigmentation, which, acne and hyperpigmentation is one of the two main reasons a lot of people do come in. But we do have people that come in that have, kind of normal skin, but it's like, I kind of look kind of dull. So they come in and, what can you do? What can you give me to, make my skin glow again? I've never had bad skin, but I want, I want to kind of glow. So
I want a superstar look. I want to look like I just came out of my mama. That's it.
Crazy.
I want to look superstar. I'm never going to grow hair, and I'm not doing that old thing that people do, but
I know.
I'm going to keep it sexy and bald. Whatever. My wife loves it. At least I think she does.
That's good.
So I want to thank both of you for being here, because it's been joyous to learn from you. And those of you who did not ask a question, shame on you, because you had an opportunity to ask a question, but you didn't. But anyway, I want to thank both of you for being here. And before we go, before we step off and everything right now, I want to go ahead and first start with you, Ashley. I know you have so many different things going on now. And it's, ever since we were all cooped up, and now everything is like bursting like spring for a year now. Things are just coming out. Ideas that were sitting there simmering are now popping up. I want to know, what's the next step for your business? And then tell us, some of the things that you hope to achieve. And then towards the end, when we talk with Terrence a little, we're going to come back in and ask you to name some names for some people for some of the things that you've been doing. So go ahead.
Okay. So like I said, I think when we had our conversation with COVID, just before COVID, I started a party at my house. And everybody started connecting, and and a lot of people are talking today because if somebody needs a job to be worked, like a group massage therapist need to go somewhere, they can call those people and say, hey, I need you to go blah blah blah. And so a lot of people like when they connect, because you can make more money that way.
Yes, you can.
And a lot of people like money. I like money. I know Terrence like money.
Money is a good, to quote Wall Street.
Terrence, yes.
Agreed.
And then also my goal, I want to bring everybody from every state out to these events. I want everybody to connect as much as possible because you just never know where you're going to go when you just talk to somebody, and you can impact people's lives that way.
Yes, you can. I am always amazed at events that I attend, be they massage related or business related or networking events, and how you connect to someone. And if you have a heart to serve and you want to help that person, never mind, you're like, well, what's in it for me? Whatever. But if you don't have that attitude, it tends to come back many times over. And it's like, okay, what do you need? Who do you need to talk to? If I have them in my database, I'm gonna point you to that direction. And as long as you honor that connection that I have with them, you don't go and do something all, weird, then it'll be all glorious. But I find, like you said, getting people together to be able to, to commune, to find out, do you have a problem over here? Or maybe you have a project coming up that we can do some things together. Like here we are today. Right. See how this works out.
Yep.
So, Terrence, same for you. Now you're moving on and you're progressing, and I mean, geez, man, we can literally be here for the next 4 hours with both of you. Because there's so many. Every time I go to your website, I'm like, dang, these some gangsters in the world. And I'm glad, that Terrence, you said diversity, because it's gonna be real. There ain't many dark folks who are well known as educators in our industry. And I'm gonna say it like it is. It ain't what it is. I mean, Benny Vaughn has been around forever, but he is going to retire. There hasn't been many people who've come behind Ben. And Benny Vaughn been at this for like almost 40 years, man. I mean, seriously, dude. And it's like, the next level of professionals is coming along. And I believe I have two of them right here that you're going to see them in massage magazines and, do CEU courses and internationally recognized. They're going to be traveling, being asked to come to speak in international conferences for money, not for free. I'm going to tell you that. So,
yes.
So tell us what you are doing that is your next evolution, because you got your esthetician. What's next after this?
Just continue to do the same thing. I'm continue to teach. There is a void when it comes to, again, Mississippi and surrounding areas of continuing education. A lot of the schools here, it's only one school in the state of Mississippi that teaches some advanced things like chemical peels, microdermabrasions. So I wanted to afford the opportunity for other estheticians who did not get that training in school to offer that to them. And again, not necessarily have them go out of state to do it. They have somebody local, whether they come to me or I go to them, they may host a class or whatever the case may be. But to give them, that opportunity to get that from somebody, from their state versus, again, them traveling.
Or like in your case, traveling to Thailand, which I'm not against that. I'm totally like, when am I going back to Thailand? If you go again, I'm feeling you.
Look out. Be on the lookout.
All right. So, Terrence, can you tell us, a little bit about your book? I mean, you kind of gave us a little, and then how do we get access to your book?
Thank you so much for asking. My book is called Determination Plus Core Values Equals Success. And it is a workbook, so it's not just a book that you just read. It's a book that you will have to, put some action to think, to get you through, the book to your success. So, it goes from, choosing your entity. A lot of people, have questions like, well, what's the difference between, sole proprietary LLC, S Corp, all the C Corp, all of that, partnership. So it talks about the pros and cons of each of those. It talks about choosing the right accountant. A lot of times, we have clients that come in to question us. So do the same thing when you're going out looking for a service. Question them. If you need an accountant, hey, have you, worked with anybody from my industry before? How many years have you been doing this? XYZ. Choosing the right, making your personal separate from your business. A lot of people say I'm in business, but they're operating from a personal account as far as their bank account. So it talks about that, making your business legal as far as getting your EIN, all of that, and cost per service. Cost per service. I talk about that, and a lot of people, they wonder, well, why I'm not making this amount of money? Why, why I can't do more? But they don't know their cost per service, and I break that down in the book so people understand. You don't make $60 an hour or $70 an hour. You don't make that. Well, how much do you charge? Well, I charge $80. Well, how much do you make? I made $80. No, you didn't. Especially the people that travel. Oh gosh.
Especially traveling round trip for an hour.
So, I break that down so people could really understand, like, oh, this is how you calculate it. If you have a brick and mortar, if you have a place, how do you calculate your rent, your lights, your products that you use? Whether you're an esthetician or massage therapist, the products that you're using on your clients. I talk about retail. It's from A to Z. It's for somebody that's just getting out. It's for somebody that's intermediate. They've been out for a little while. And then it's even for people that are veterans. I talk about how, I have been published in different publications, whether it's been ABC, NBC, the Massage Magazine, all of those type of things. And I show you how to do it yourself, because I talk about in the book how I have done some things myself, but I also pay people to do things for me. So I talk about how you can do it yourself. We all get busy, and so it's like, oh, I don't have time to really do this, to follow up like I need to. Hey, let me, hire a publicist to do some stuff for me. So you have that option. Talk about awards and all that. It's a book for everybody, and it's not one of those 1 or 2 pages book. It's a thick book, So again, I wrote it for us, and for all business owners. And you can find it on Amazon. You can find it on Barnes and Noble, or you can purchase it from me. And of course, get it autographed. So you have those options.
So if somebody wants to purchase it directly from you, how do they, what's the website do they need to go through to be able to get it straight from you?
So to get it straight from me, you can go to thebonnerinstitute.com to purchase it there. Once you purchase it, I will, sign it for you, and I'll mail it out to you. So yes.
Awesomeness. Totally. Oh, wow. Again, like I said at the beginning, I'm deep. I hope you pay attention. If you're a practitioner, if you've been in it for many, many years, or you just got off the, massage, never mind. It was going to get all weird. But you just got out of massage school, you just got your certification, you just got your license, or maybe you're still in massage school, which I think is sort of probably a great time to grab this book. And I'm glad you mentioned, hold on, I got something in my way, whatever. Something jumped in my way. I'm glad you mentioned about the different types of formats and how to be able to publish yourself. I mean, how to get a publicist or have somebody help you out so that you're not trying to come out there and say, oh, I know how to do this, but I can't make $1 because, I'm like you said, I'm charging $80, $100, $200, $300. But if your raw costs, are eating up all that, then you're probably only making $10 an hour when you really start calculating. So I'm glad you put that in. And I, based on what you said, I'm gonna get that book, by the way. But because there's some things I probably need to go back and look at again. I'm like, wow, okay, that's something I didn't even think about. So thank you very much for that. And those of you who are here, go grab it. And if you don't, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna stalk you. Just kidding.
And remember, Terrence is coming to my event, so
yes.
He's gonna have his book there too. Y'all better purchase them.
So he coming. Oh, heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, perfect. All right, so Ashley, now it's your turn because I want you to tell folks, and I think for folks, for one, how to get to the event, number one, and number two, there's some names that you want to go ahead and, tell us about, right?
Yes. So, like I said, we're doing an award ceremony and we have our nominees. All right, so let me put on my glasses. All right, so category 1 is Best Wellness Professional Educator, and Terrence Broner is one of our nominees. We have Cheryl Salter Sanders. We have Ashley Dower, Anne Marie Ling. She's out of Pennsylvania. We have Deborah Finley. She's out of Pennsylvania. We have Devonna Willis. She's out of Arizona. And category 2 is Massage Community Activist. Now we have Corey Gillian. We have Cheryl Saunter Sanders, Sheena Jean, Sanai James, Pamela Young. She's out of North Carolina. We have Mary McDowell from Coming to America. Oh, no. No one got that. McDowell.
Oh, God, I just caught it.
Just testing your black card. All right.
Yes. Not McDowell, sorry.
We have Bridget Harrison and Terrence Broner again. And most involved in the community is Bridget Scott, Mary McDowell, Sheena Jean, and Corey Gillian. So make sure that you go vote for these people because people are reckoning their votes, and we're going to stop the second half and do our final top 3.
So, how do people get to vote? Where do you go and vote? I mean, you told us about all these, and I don't know, Terrence, it seemed like you got 2 categories, so it's that's sort of a shoe-in, but never mind.
Hey, people voted for him. So go on www.mtbanquets.com/vote, and then you can vote for the selected names and submit your vote. If you need lodging to come to the event, is on the website. We have discounted hotels. And tickets are on the upcoming events. And we have our next one being prepared in Dallas, Texas, where we're going to have like award ceremony plus some entertainment. So I'm having Tyler Perry's Coco Brown to come out and entertain us. And we got some open from licensed massage therapists who are also comedians. And, a lot of people need to have some fun and laugh because we suffer from boredom. So, yes.
Well, I mean, it's like it is so many events. I'm going to have to get my calendar out just to make sure I know where I'm going to be, what I got to put on my reading list and events I need to be and people I need to shake hands with and, hug, Okay, I might not shake your hand. I might just hug you, but that's okay. So I am so appreciative that both of you took time out of your busy schedules with all the different projects. If someone wants to, be able to contact you regarding your CEU courses, and really just how to plug into where you are, over in Apex or wherever you are, how do they go ahead and do that?
You can go on my website at www.ashleyurquhart.com, ASHLEYURQUHART.com. And if they want to take my courses, I have a whole course menu for them, from 7 CE live classes to 12 CE credits. And if you need some TMJ sessions, you can always contact me. I have my information listed on my website.
Thank you very much. And again, thank you both for being here. Thank you for allowing me to invade your space tonight or today or this morning, wherever or where you are in the world. So thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
You are very welcome.